Hello. Here we go. This is the big one. 8K on the 5090 on the Dark Ages. Get to play through this a little bit more. Will it be able to do it? Lean probably towards not that great, at least not a native. But we'll see. Do make sure to drop a like on the stream. Try and get as many as we can. Hoping the game works alright at 8K because it was a bit glitchy for me to try and get it working. But it seems like it's... we're in the menu at least. So I'll quickly run through the settings. You can see 8K, 7680 by 4320. Depth of field off. Switch this. I'll put this on TAA at first, and then we'll obviously check it out with DLAA as well. There probably will be a FPS difference there. What else? Everything's set to Ultra. That's not the highest. Ultra Nightmare. Let's do that. It's going to be brutal. King Yo! Can the 5090 run at 8K? Yes, it can. I think you'd be surprised. It won't be very good. I'm not expecting this to be particularly good. Not a native 8K. So the answer won't be yes, it can, because if you're considering 60 FPS, it can. It won't be 60 FPS. So I would argue that it can't. Just going to sort the overlay. And I haven't completed this game either, so play through a bit more. I'll make the overlay bigger. Now, I think we did actually try this on the 9070 XT, didn't we? And it was like, wasn't it like 5 FPS, I think, or something? So maybe that gives some comparison to just how impossible it is to run like that. But we'll see, already at 25 gigs of VRAM. I'm not even booted into the game yet. So here you go. 8K native. There it is. Shoo! 25 gigs of VRAM, 25.1 gigs of VRAM. I was sitting at about, well, 26 FPS average. Let's see how it runs as I run around. Pretty much maxing the power out, 580 there. Dipping down to about 24 FPS. Fairly stable at that though, like the lows, 0.1% low of 20 FPS isn't really that bad considering our average is 26. So it is low, but it's fairly consistent. Not going to be the best game to really play with FPS like this, but... HDR on. HDR doesn't work on my monitor. 23 FPS there. That's the lowest we've seen. I completely forget like how to play this. So it can drop a little bit in the combat, but it's pretty stable, isn't it? Not like too bad. Outside of the low FPS, it's not like stuttering or anything really. 25 gigs of RAM, it is high. It's about normal though for 8K really. Which the 32 gigs here is definitely enough. 24 though, you would be obviously pushing that if you're on a 4090. I think the most we ever saw was about 26 or 27, so we're not really that far off it. Oh my god. DLSS, yeah, we'll have a check in a sec. I do have DLSS 4 overridden, but we will take a look at that. I'll take a look at switching the graphics settings down a little bit first if we can. I feel a bit rusty on this game. It's tough. It's tough playing this game at like that low FPS. Seems fairly stable though, around that 25. How do I what was the keybind to see the weapons? There we go. Oh my god, I thought I just jumped off. That's not good. What is this in here? Shortcut. We are absolutely going to need to sort this FPS situation out. Because this is not easy at all. See if we can pause it here and drop the graphics settings a little bit. See how much that helps us. If we drop it down to... because we have got it on the absolute max, so... overall low FPS, but kind of roughly what you'd expect. If we drop it down maybe to Ultra... I know, from what I remember, the dropping the graphics settings didn't really help that much, did it, when we did this before? Yeah, look, it's basically the same. I don't even think... even if you go to low, is there going to be any difference? Probably not. About medium. Okay, gain a little bit, but still, I mean, we gain 3 or 4 FPS going from Ultra Nightmare to medium. It's just obviously absolutely not worth it. You might as well just drop the resolution, which you would do in a normal situation. Even at 4K, though, we saw that. They didn't really give you any FPS by dropping the graphics. Just seeing this, how do I do it again? Keep pressing the wrong buttons. Can I get them, do you reckon? let's I'll go back. Let's go back to max now, because that's really not going to do anything for us, is it? Oh, back to Ultra Nightmare. And just try and rely on some DLSS. Like I say, I have got DLSS 4 overridden, so even if we use DLSS quality, it'd still be rendering about 5K. I'm going to actually first see DLAA, just see if there's any performance difference. Not going to be any probably visual difference really with DLAA at 8K. It's not going to be that noticeable at all. Pretty much the same FPS with it, isn't it? (22 FPS). That is the lowest we've seen. So DLAA does cause it to come down a little bit more than it normally would. I'm trying not to commit to these. Dude, this thing, what the hell? One hit. So let's get DLSS quality on, because that's even the menu's lagging. Put it to quality. Like I said, this will be rendering at about 5K still, upscaling to 8K, so a little bit of quality loss, but it'll still look better than what it would do at 4K, because we're still actually at a higher res. And that has taken us from about 25 FPS to seeing over 40 now, so that's quite a big difference. Definitely going to be a lot nicer like this. Probably will still see it dip into the 30s. You're seeing it there, look, 36, 37, probably in like really big combat areas. I imagine it might even dip a bit more. Is it worth going in this thing? Critical health. Probably not worth going in that with critical health, is it? VRAM as well has come down 5 gig. Look, 20.8 gig now. That is quite a big difference, isn't it? But it will quite occasionally drop to 36, 37. Drowsy Yule. 80 degrees, yeah, it's fairly warm still. Bear in mind this is the Founders Edition, so 80 is like actually pretty average for this. Because it really depends on the amount of power at the moment. We're seeing like over 500 watts still. So it will still be quite warm. I died. Oh. You can't shield yourself. This bit's quite hard, isn't it? That thing. Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. Surely. How do you just get it? Ah. This bit's hard. I mean, it doesn't help having the low FPS for sure. And it doesn't help having... I feel like I practice on this game as well. I haven't played it in a bit. We're going to have to get multi-frame generation on, and I'll take this bit. Not really noticing any difference in the quality either. Like I say, this is still rendering at about 5K at this point. Still looks decent. Maybe this in frame generation times 2 or something would probably be worth it. Where am I taking so much damage from? Where's that little secret way? Hey, Tick, yo, how's it going? Not breaking 50 though. Probably gonna have to look at balanced. DLSS balance for that. What the hell? Okay, those things hide in there then. Bit better rhythm. How much ammo have we got on this? 17. That does so much damage to me. Might be better to try and sneak around here, maybe. No! Ooh. Almost try and bait that other thing. What the hell? What is that down there? That is health down there. Oh my god. Is that not just insane amount of damage? What? Holy smokes. This bit's well hard. I don't remember even, like, ending on this bit. Actually, I do. I remember this forest bit. Is that back here? I remember I was stuck on this forest bit for a while. Well, that bit underground's a whole new area. I didn't even do that one before. Can I actually upgrade anything? I don't think so.
This layer has reached the cliffside barrier.
Ray tracing, yeah, you can't switch ray tracing off on this. DLSS quality currently. We could try it with balanced as well. The thing is even dropping the graphics down, this makes no difference to your FPS. We did try that. We saw the same thing even at 4K though. Graphics, even going to low, basically gives you like no increase in FPS. That's not actually really done anything for us either. I thought we'd be at 50. Looks like we might have to go to performance. If we were just relying on upscaling. Where was that, like, snake thing? Need to be a bit more strategic how I'm taking this out. So we are seeing 50 a little bit. Look, it's breaking it. 50, 51. It's not massively different though, is it, from what we had at quality? I was ready. Yeah, I'd say 50 FPS definitely a lot nicer. Would be nice to see 60 though. We are also as well, it's brought the VRAM down under 20, now it's 19.6, so it slowly keeps bringing that down each preset we go down. Quality as well still looks fine to me. Oh god, what am I doing? What's up here? Oh, that's like a... Oh, that's the way we came. So what, do I just go for it here? Where's that thing, though? Yes! We got it. Run. How do I get health? Need health. Is there any health knocking about? Need to do like a finishing thing. That's going to be really hard here though. Not another one. Surely not. There's two. Oh, there's health down here, isn't there? I'm thinking if I can... Why GP power's 540? Because we're using... It was about 580, but we're using DLSS balanced here, so it's brought it down a bit. I'm dead. Damn it. That's so hard. What do I do here? Do I just try and get it? Just keep running. Oh my god, get me out. It's over there. What's the best weapon against it? I don't really know. Maybe just try and take on those things. Okay, my health's a bit better. Dude, that did like no damage. Oh my god. I've only got one. I've got like no ammo and stuff. Where is it? Oh my god, I got it. Is it just this one left? Is that it? I see something up there and I don't like that. That was just like the first phase. You're having a laugh. I'm stuck. Dude, this is crazy. Oh my goodness. Is that it? Oh. Oh my goodness. There it is. Is this native? No. No. This is at the moment. This is with balanced. DLSS balanced. Gonna drop it down to performance just to see what we need to do to get 60. I think that probably will give us 60. Hey, oh no, wow. Okay, no, it won't. Look at that, 50. Ultra performance then, I think. Realistically. Which is crazy. You probably get a better combination, I think, if we do a mixture of DLSS and frame generation, which we'll check out in a sec as well. Did that not open anything? Why do I suffer 8K? We're just testing it, see if it can do it. I wouldn't advocate to play at 40 FPS. I mean, native 8K was about 25. It's purely just out of curiosity. If it can do it or not. That's not the right button. So yeah, not quite hitting 60. You might hit 60 in one or two areas. We saw sort of 57, 58 in some bits. So maybe, you know, potentially you might. Everything else really, the more you drop it down, the more VRAM and stuff, because VRAM's down to about 18.6 now. Power's still quite high though, 520, 530. Still relatively high.
This site is ancient. These mines were built to harvest the raw materials of the ancestral beast. The forge
Here you go, look,
died.
60. It just about touched it then. How'd you kill these? Like that. Just gotta be quicker. Probably a bit of a waste of ammo for in there.
The lift will take you down. We're not far now.
Still looks pretty good though, really. Even at performance, DLSS 4 is still very good. I think you maybe could start to notice on the textures like a little bit, but it's really not that bad. We're actually fairly consistently holding over 60 as well on this bit. It's going to be more, I think, bigger open areas. It just can't. It's still like 55. $24 gigs of VRAM. It was using about 25, yeah. Normal range really 8K native. Normally see between maybe like 24 and the max I saw was like 27. Not in this game. We hit 27 on another game when I tested it. Can't remember which one. I think it was Monster Hunter. I'll try that at 8K. No, Monster Hunter was using 27 gigs of VRAM at 4K. Here we go, new weapon. So indoors, I think we will see pretty much over 60 if I reset the lows. Average over 65 there. Look at that weapon, huh? Feels so much nicer as well being at 60 on this game. Really does make a massive difference. I've just jumped off the map. Have I? No.
Picking up high levels of demonic presence near the forge.
Then should we have a quick look at ultra performance, and I'll go back to quality and see what we can make of it at, with frame generation and stuff as well. So we'll go ultra performance. So yeah, it takes you up to almost 80. And VRAM's down now to like actually, well, I mean it's still quite high, 17, but for 8K at least. Definitely do think you can tell the difference visually though. It does definitely start to look noticeably more sort of blurry and a little bit more flat. Still using a 500 watts of power though, that's still a lot. But it probably won't get too much dips under 60 with the these settings. You get 300 on our 5070 Ti. Yeah, I mean, with frame generation times 4, then yeah, you can get. And I mean, and that's at 1440p as well, so you can get pretty insane FPS. That'd probably be about 500 or 600 on this on the 5090. So yeah, it does dip down FPS a little bit in an area like this where it's open. 68. It's dipping into the 60s a little bit. What is that shooting at me? Not those things again. Oh my god. I hate those things so much. It's such a nightmare. Get it out. That works. Oh dear. Oh, that's not good. Wow. How do we do this then? Just stay away from it. Wait for it to fire its things. Has it not got a green one? Does it not do a green one? Doesn't look like it. It's just a case of blocking, is it? Dude, that's crazy, man. Holy smokes, what the hell? Oh my god, this is going to be well hard. I can't time it. It's like the timing is so weird. He does like a double hit. I've got no ammo either. How did that get me? Oh my. That's crazy. GPU. Yeah, but this is actually, it's very normal temperature. It's 500. It's using over 500 watts. There's going to be no GPU that has particularly great temps using that amount of power on a small GPU. What? One hit? What was that? What just happened? The shield don't protect me. Alright, let's chalk that. Let's just chalk it. Founders Edition, yeah. actually done it. I blocked that twice. His health though, what the hell? His health is crazy. Dude, that did crazy damage. Don't mess this up now. I can't block. Why couldn't I block? It wouldn't let me block. What the hell? It wouldn't let me block. That's so weird. My mouse broken. Oh no, we were so close. Why wouldn't it let me block? I don't think there's any health. I don't see any health anywhere. No. That's a nightmare. Oh man, I'm gonna have to do a perfect block. It's not gonna happen. Oh my god. I've done it. He's only gone and done it. Unreal. Absolutely unreal. Right, let's go. I'm going to go back to quality now and see if we can get any decent performance out of it with frame generation. So if we go... Do we just go the absolute max first, maybe? We might as well. That should, in theory, really give us 60, hopefully. It does sometimes get a bit buggy at 8K when you try frame generation. Oh my god, the latency's terrible. Let me see if we can get latency working. This did actually... I forget now. Using... Was it on... I think it was AMD FSR frame generation would crash my game, wouldn't it? On this game when we switched it on? Yeah, look, the latency is about 90 milliseconds, between 80 and 90. This is the kind of region I think you start to notice it. And in a game like this, I can definitely notice it here. Because, for example, before... It'll be probably a little bit skewed because the latency might actually be higher if I switch this off because we're at 8K. Let's just see what the latency is. Normally it is less, but yeah, you're seeing here 90. Actually, it's a little bit less, 60, 70. So yeah, it does add a good... Well, at this point here, like 30 milliseconds of latency, but it takes it up above 80, which I think 80 is the threshold and normally start to notice it quite badly. So yeah, FPS is lower here, but it doesn't feel that bad. Times 4 there definitely feels... You can definitely feel that, so... Probably wouldn't recommend that in a game like this. We'll leave it on for a bit, but I'll definitely be looking to try and drop that down. It does give you 100 FPS though, but at the cost of just quite a bit of latency, and you can definitely feel it. Yeah. Which for a fast shooter like this, don't really want. taken my VRAM up to 28 gigs of RAM, VRAM as well. Oof. That's the highest I think I've seen on this GPU. Approaching on 30. That is an oof moment. Yeah, I think that is actually the most I've seen on that, 28. Still got another 4 in there, though. But yeah, getting hundreds between... Oh my god, it's at 31 gigs of VRAM. Oof. 31.3 gigs of VRAM. That is absolute... That's the most I've ever seen on this. So far. Basically maxed out. Look, 31.3. It hasn't moved, though. It's literally stayed static at that. That's the absolute max I've seen. 8K. Utilizing that VRAM. Perfect. Game goes on. Yo, how's it going? Yeah, definitely can feel the latency. Hitting almost 100 milliseconds of latency now as well. Can I upgrade anything? Upgrade. I never really understood this that much. Oh, I don't have any... I don't have any currency. How do I see my currency? Oh, I got 93. 90 degrees on what? The GPU? No, the GPU's at 77 degrees at the moment. You're talking about the junction, memory junction here. Gears of War Reloaded beta. Oh right, there's a beta for it, is there? Probably play the I think the full game comes out fairly soonish anyway. Is it August? I'll probably just play the full game. It's a bit late having to wait for that because I've got to go in a bit. Did I upgrade the first shot? I can't upgrade anything at the moment. I don't have enough stuff. Yeah, I can feel the latency quite badly here. Isn't it just a remaster of Gears of War though? Like, how come there's a beta? Seems odd to have a beta for a remastered game, doesn't it? Why am I not streaming in 8K? Because you can't. YouTube doesn't allow it. Yeah, I literally cannot output at 8K. I would do if I could. Computer says no. Oh, what? Let's get that down to maybe 3 times now and see, because that latency is kind of annoying. YouTube has no... Yeah, the only way you could do it is you could upload an 8K video, but you can't live stream at 8K. Even 4K is a little bit of a push. But 8K, yeah, you can't live stream 8K. Maximum you can live stream is 4K. So I'll go down to 3 times multi-frame generation now. It's obviously going to bring the FPS down a little bit, but hopefully latency comes down a little bit. It's a little bit. Still 80 though. I still think you can feel this a little bit. Obviously not as bad as 4, but there are videos on 8K. Yeah, you can upload a video in 8K, but you can't live stream at 8K. That's like, they're 2 different things. Like the latency on 8K to be able to live stream, that is like insane. Like YouTube doesn't allow it. I don't think there's no live streaming platform that would allow 8K. Lucky to even get 4K. Most live streaming platforms won't allow even 4K. Because it takes longer to encode and decode it live. So like 8K is just insane. That's like 4 times 4K. There'd be no way that would be like manageable. Whereas on a video, what you will notice though, if you upload a video in 8K to YouTube, it sometimes takes days to process it. Like at that res, so like you can't actually watch it back until YouTube processes it. At least that's happened to me before. When I've uploaded an 8K video, it can take days and days for YouTube to actually process it in 8K. So until they finish that, you can only see 4. But we are still getting, obviously dropped down from the 100 FPS, about 80 to 90 FPS still, with even frame generation times 3. So that's pretty good. Still not bad. I do think latency though is still kind of noticeable here. And oh my god, my VRAM's actually almost maxed here, 31.9. That's basically maxed. I don't know, something about this level that just absolutely makes my VRAM go crazy. How much did I pay for the card? It was, I got it retail founders, so like £1,950. Which is the retail price for the founders. Whoa. Come at me, bro. Oh, I should use the big grenade launcher. Feels a little bit stuttery. Yeah, latency still an issue here. I'll take it down to 3 times. So DLSS quality, DLSS 4 quality, frame generation times 2, about 60, 65. Bit of a shame latency still. I still think you can feel that here. It's not terrible. Definitely going to be better than times 4. I do notice that when I move really quick, it feels like it stutters, but I'm not seeing any stutter in the frame time. Which is kind of weird. Throw shield at the wolf. There was 2 though, wasn't there? There was 1 back the other way. Where was the other one? There was another one. It's not that way. Where was it? Where was it? It's here. Oh, maybe you can't do these ones. That's way bigger. Oh, we did this bit already, didn't we? Or I died, didn't I? Where is that weapon? It's that one. Let's even bring it down to... I'll bring it down to ×1. As oh, you can't. That's not even a thing. I don't know what I was thinking. Let's... I'm thinking of just DLSS 3. I'm gonna see what the absolute max is if we do ultra performance again and then frame generation ×4. Hopefully that fixes the latency isn't so bad. Latency's still kind of high. Look at this though, 150 FPS at 8K. Whew. Easy. Have you ever seen this? 150 FPS at 8K. Easy, mate. VRAM at 28.8. No problem. This game will be easy. Oh god, not those things. Not those things again. Where is it? That well sounded like a zombie off of Call of Duty. Same sound effect. Is this card worth the money? I mean, it's if you were to have 4090 or something, probably not. But if you're upgrading from an older GPU, I think the Founders retail is probably about the max. When you get the Astrals for like 2,600 or whatever, I'd say that's probably absolutely not worth it. Depends what you do though. It depends what you're doing. If you're gaming at say 1440p, then no. But if you're doing it at 4K, it's obviously the best you can get for that. Hard to say. I think if it's worth it, it's going to be It's going to be really dependent on like it's person to person. I can't really imagine it would. It's not an easy thing to answer because it's going to vary from person to person. Like some people might buy it and be like, "This isn't worth it." It just depends, doesn't it? Same with anything. No, yo. Still having fun. It's okay. I find it a bit... It's quite repetitive, isn't it? I find like it's just the same thing every time on just like a different map. I don't know how far through I am, but oh god, I'm not even paying any attention. I'm dead. What the hell? That didn't work. It's weird on this map, my VRAM seems to just, whatever setting I'm using, it might be because we've got frame generation on, because I know before that was glitching it out, wasn't it? Maybe that's doing it again. This is the first new one I've not picked up immediately. Yeah, I definitely prefer Eternal, Doom Eternal to this.
Switches left.
Latency, though, I think is just on the cresp here of it's about 70 milliseconds, so probably just about. I wouldn't really want to go any higher than this, and it's like just feels just about okay. What was that I just saw when that all opened up? I never played 2016. I had to hit that thing then. Too tempting, huh? Oh, damn. How do can I even block that? I'm not even sure. Lows as well, still pretty good, even at even frame generation on, it's not too bad. I think they're definitely not as good as when we were native. I gotta go back. Oh, wow. Where's my shotgun? That was intense. Oh my god, there's so much down there. I will play Dying Light, yeah. I played the other ones. When is that comes out in? I was trying to get all my wish lists and stuff on Steam. It's not that long, is it? Is it August or September, maybe? I didn't see any trailers on that one though. Not yet. I'll test it for sure though. Oh, I'm in big doo-doo. Hell nah, bro. Where's my grenade launcher? I need that. Get him! Damn it. He was, what's the word? He had that finisher. He went purple and I was too late. Damn it. I rushed the finisher, but... Jesse Gaming, this is, yeah, multi-frame generation. Ultra performance at ×4 at the moment. The latency's quite bad with like DLSS quality. It's quite bad. August, yeah. There's quite. I thought like there's quite a lot of good games coming out on my wish list. I was like, there's quite a lot of good ones here. Quite exciting. Oh my god. Oh, no way. Dude, that thing has just been absolutely wrecked. Where's this big thing? Low health. Snaky, or was that Metal Gear Solid? I didn't really hear much of that game. There's the big boy. He needs this. He's weak again. Oh, look at that. That is absolutely pro. Maybe not. Maybe not. That was close. Worst thing about it is the person you're playing. How come? I'll have to have a look at the trailer because I've not seen any gameplay on the Dying Light. I saw it got recommended to me on Steam, so I added it to my wish list, but I don't know anything, like I've not seen anything else on it. I think there's a way in here. Down to about 70 FPS here, actually, look. In this bit, it halves my FPS. Whereas some sort of... It has actually just... My FPS has completely gone off... What happened? We're at 150. What happened in this bit? My FPS has just vanished.
Bitch.
It's just glitched in this area. Frame generation broke. Yeah, possibly. Yeah, because ultra performance, we'd be getting about this. So yeah. Oh no, you're right. Actually, my latency, look, is down to 45. So yeah, frame generation isn't on, is it? Because I bet if I fully switch this off here, the FPS is probably the same, right? Yeah. That's weird, isn't it? I've not seen that before. Just on that level. Maybe you have to restart the game or something. Shelton, yo! You completed it. I didn't think it was as good as the others, personally, but... I'm having a nightmare there. I don't know, what chapter am I on? How many chapters are there? It seems like a lot. Wrong button. I can't move again. Anyone see that new game that came out today as well? Actually, it's called like the Alters. It's like some sort of survival game. Oh, he's weak against the blue. Is that what that's trying to tell me? my god. Just send it. He's weak. Oh, damn it. I failed pretty miserably there. You're doing stuff but not shooting at enemies? What do you mean? I'm shooting all the enemies. Key up there. Where is it? I'm seeing like a little route. Where is this route? Oh, it's not really a route, is it? Oh, there's a boss up there. Oh, it's over that way. Ball gun. I assume you mean this one. Smack him. The frame generation? No, I've not had that. Not just stopped like that. Not just basically stop working mid-game. I've not had frame generation do that. I've got to kill this big boy. Is that working? Don't do it to me. Oh my god. Hell no. Hit him. Is that working? Yes, mate. I can't even see what's going on. Yes! Can I not hit that one? I thought I'd be able to hit that.
The heart has been primed. We can use the forge now. See you at the elevator.
Oh, you can hit it. What did that do? Is there more? Is there more? I don't think I saw any. There's on the map, maybe. What's up here? Is there a mini boss? Oh, what, the one back there? Not really. They're just like... Yeah, they're kind of just more powerful. Normal ones. I hate these things so much. I only get one hit on it. Health. Or difficulty, whatever the default is. I didn't change it. Is that health up there? I think it is, isn't it? Oh, hello. Might just have to go for this. Has it followed me around, or does he stay there? He has actually stayed there. Oh, very nice. Dude, what the hell? He's hit me off the map. No! Wait, what? What happened? Did I get him? Oh, God. I couldn't believe it. Fully hit me off the map. There's health. I thought that was game over. That health has done basically nothing. Oh wow, okay. What was that key for though? What door was that for? Does that give me where they like wolf thing is? This thing is so annoying. Can I not just run to the exit? I'm just not good at blocking or anything. I'm stuck on something. He's gonna hit me off again. How is this thing not dead? Damn, I don't even know what to do here. Boom. Weirdly, that one didn't have any health. Normally there's a health bar. Yeah, how do I, what's the keybind for that? For the switching? I can't remember. Did I turn frame generation back on? No. I think it might need to game restart, but I'll probably have to head off soon. It does work again though, look. That is odd, isn't it? That's the first time I've ever seen it do like work like that. Oh, it is F. Where's my shotgun? Okay, well this ain't gone well. Did the Gears of War demo come out yet? I'm kind of half tempted. I might have a look at it tomorrow. Where do I go? Does DLSS Ultra Performance make it look bad? I don't think so. This is DLSS 4 as well, so it looks pretty good. I think in a side-by-side you could probably tell between this and native. Well, definitely native. But between like quality, you could tell it's not really massively. It's obviously way better than the other model though. It's in 27 minutes, the beta. Oh, right. That's really late. Normally games come out at like 5 or 6, don't they? That's coming out at 8 o'clock here. That's like really late. Maybe try and have a look at it tomorrow. That's so satisfying when you get that. Oh, wow. The beta, yeah. No, it's the Gears of War Reloaded beta. I might try and have a look at that tomorrow. Just because it's kind of late. I need to go. So if I start that in half an hour or 45 minutes, it's going to end up really late. You need to own the game, though, or game... Oh, okay. Oh, right, so it's not free... So if I have to pre-order it, do I? I probably will, because I'll probably get it anyway. It's weird, because there's an actual new Gears of War game coming out, isn't there? So they're releasing a whole new game, and also the, like, remaster. Or, Oh, it's just multiplayer, is it? Oh, maybe I won't then. Is it just... Is it Gears of War 1 and 2 like multiplayer? I mean, I used to play that loads back in the day on Xbox 360, but probably won't bother playing the demo if it's just that. Maybe, it'd be quite nice to play it, to be honest. I haven't played it in ages.
Nim unve anme veseque fara nim unve anme veseque.
E-Day, yeah. Yeah, that is the new one. That's kind of weird, isn't it? They're doing two like that. The beta's only multiplayer. Yeah, maybe I'll wait. I don't know, I'll see. I remember Gears of War 1 multiplayer being quite hard, like everyone was quite good at it. Getting the Hammer of Dawn, was that on Gears 1 though, or was that 2? I remember the crossbow was definitely on 1, the sniper. When you get hit with that crossbow, you get stuck with it, you just... You know you're about to get chopped in half. Yuvraj, yo! I did think of it. Was it Gears 5? Is that a game? Gears 5. I think I had that one on PC. All the other ones I had Gears 1 and 2 on Xbox 360. And then there was a Gears 3, wasn't there? I didn't really play that one. And then it wasn't called like a number, was it? It was called something else one after that. And I think I played one on I have one on PC that I played a bit of the campaign of, I think. It might have been 4. I've unlocked shield runs. It's all equipped. I used to play that Horde mode quite a bit as well in Gears of War. That was always quite good. Judgment. I don't really know if I played that one. What resolution is my monitor? I'm using DSR right now, but I do have an 8K monitor. But if you use DSR, you can. But obviously, you're still not. If you're on a low res monitor, you're obviously not seeing it. That makes sense. But I do also have an 8K monitor as well. It's just the stand's broken. It's not broken, but it's like I need to basically mount it. And I haven't got around to it yet. I ran straight into that. AK 60 monitor, yeah, a Dell 8K UltraSharp. It's in the description. Getting quite a lot of stuttering in this bit. You know what? I might get the big boy out. Does anyone else like my strategy? Pretty good, I think. How much in 8K? 8K games normally look very good. Depends on the game. Some games I think look slightly better than others. Red Dead Redemption looks great in 8K. You never had stutters? No, it's because I got multi-frame generation on though. For using that as well. That seems to cause more stuttering for me anyway. Like you're seeing it in the lows there. Oh my god, not another one of these. What else is shooting at me? god, they just keep spawning. What on earth's going on? That's a bad idea. Oh my god. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? It just went from 0 to 1 million. My frame generation is screwed again. That's really weird that it's doing it so much in this game. This is going to be a lot harder to do it. Game goes on, catch you later. So this is the FPS you get with no frame generation, basically. Or at least when it's not working. Holy. There we go. Oh my god. I just want to take the big guy, this guy. No. No, I don't want that thing here as well. That's a nightmare. Get that thing out of here. There is an absolute absurd amount of stuff coming at me. There we go. Rip his heart out. Boom. Has it got full ray trace? No. As in like a game setting? There isn't that. No, you can't. I'm assuming it's got software ray tracing, but there's no game setting in which you can switch that off. And there's no ray reconstruction either. You can just override it, like DLSS 4 from the Nvidia app, which we have here. Obviously, you can override frame generation as well. If it... Oh, it's getting what, path tracing in an update? I mean, we might have to maybe take a look at it when it gets that, because that might be kind of interesting. See how much that hits performance for. But I'm going to leave it there because I need to head off and get some stuff done. I'll check out Gears of War, because, I mean, you'll have to, I think, by the sounds of it, pre-order it to be able to play it. But I might have a look at it tomorrow, to be honest. I feel like I could play a little bit of that. I've not played it in so long. So I'll try and be on similar time again tomorrow. Have a good evening, and I'll catch you later.